Hey everyone, hello. Welcome to Magnolias, live in downtown Norfolk, Nebraska. It is Monday. That means it's a design day today. So if you want to jump on and say hello, we're going to make some porch pots today. And everybody loves design days, and it's always a surprise what we're going to do. But today, we're going to hit it hard with outdoor stems and bushes and create some fun inspo for you all. We are upstairs in our design studio, so the acoustics are a little different. Notice that. Got my rugs down, but it sounded a little more echoey today than it did the other day. Maybe it's the amount of flowers I bring up here. Maybe it's the amount of flowers up here versus what I don't have up here. Kate's behind the camera today. She'll take your comments.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm just getting set up, and I wonder if I should turn the volume on the mics down. Maybe that would help a little bit.
I don't know. But I got my big cup of tea. We're good to go. Gloomy day here in Norfolk, Nebraska.
It's been like a gloomy few days. It's driving me crazy. We had a snippet of sunshine.
Yesterday.
We were all flying high on the sunshine, and then it's gone. No more sunshine.
Bam, it was taken away. Taken away. So we're going to use some plastic outdoor safe planters today. The reason we're going to use plastic is because we're keeping the cost down, making them wow and very, very full. So the idea is that you will take a design that I will make today if you want to purchase one, and you would either drop this 8-inch liner pot into your own outdoor safe, heavy terracotta glazed planter, or with the extra space that's around the styrofoam, you could drop some gravel or sand in there when you get it. We're not going to try to ship it with gravel or sand. That doesn't work. We gave up on that. But that's the lowdown. So we're going to name these outdoor planters. We're going to make them all outdoor safe. We're going to show you lots of new decor today, and some of the color palettes are so fun, guys. You're going to love this. Look at this combination here that's going to come together with pink echinacea.
You know what I was going to do is a funny post about Groundhog Day. Like, what is it? He didn't see his shadow?
He didn't
see his shadow
because it was foggy.
Yeah.
Or cloudy or whatever, wherever Puxatawny
So he didn't see his shadow. He's telling us it's an early spring. The groundhog says to start your porch pots early this year.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Long story
Live
short.
from the mouth of the groundhog.
Yeah, he said it, not us.
We're going to be optimistic over here at Magnolias, and depending where you live, this could be perfectly acceptable to start popping things outside. I don't know. Where we live, the pots are still frozen. So I think if I wanted to disassemble my Christmas ones, it probably wouldn't go very well. True. They're stuck together. So today we're going to use this inexpensive planter.
Hi, it is good to be back. I still have a bit of a headache today, but we're powering through.
Oh yeah, Saturday was a fun day.
Yeah, you guys look like we found some of the favorites.
We got it done. The walkthrough was a success. Everybody enjoyed it. We had lots of things leaving. Those ladies are going to have a lot to pack up when they get back tomorrow too. We did a lot on Saturday up until the point we were leaving, and then with the way the day went, we ended up just getting barely caught up, and now I see there's a whole bunch more to pack. We're going to use
a ton of orders.
Italian lilac bush in cream. We're going to use the yellow impatient bush, and that's what this is called, Italian lilac.
Do people want links to the individuals, or everything is in our outdoor safe stem collection, if that's something you want?
Cosmos bush and blue. Yeah, how would you like it? Individual links, or should we just tell you the titles?
For the most part, everyone's just been ordering the design, or I guess some people have been ordering the pieces. It just depends on if you like to DIY or not.
We can make more of these if you want more of them. Maybe you want two. This is a palm bush. We have several different types of palm bushes today. I think I will attempt to use two of them. A pothos. This is the UV protected marbled pothos bush.
My favorite.
There you go. I'm sure at the very least, if you can tell us price points as we go, that's helpful.
Well, then I might as well drop the links.
So the thing about, because you got to look at them anyway.
Yeah.
The thing about outdoor safe, that tips I can give you is that all of our pots are always going to have gaps around the side so that you can make them heavy if you want to use them as they are. I think they always look better because these things get pretty big to drop this into something bigger. So the size on this one, I'm pretty sure this is 8 by 7 or vice versa. This is 8.5 by 7.5. So 8.5 diameter pot is what you would need to, or I'm sorry, the pot is 8.5 inches across. So you'd need a pot that is like a 10 inch. This is going to sit perfectly in a 10 inch and might look a little more proportioned. The other thing is that if you're DIYing it, I'm going to show you how to shape these. This is a huge step in creating more realism. If you do not shape correctly, it's going to look a little bit more fake. If you give it all the proper bends and wiggle all the stems, it's going to look a lot more natural, and it's going to look fuller, like it instantly got larger. I'm also going to glue the whole thing together in foam. So if you wanted to create this look in your dirt planters at home, and you're just poking the stems in the dirt, that works also, but not where we live because it's frozen dirt.
Yeah.
So I could get my liners all ready like this, and then when the pots warm up, or if I drag them into the garage and let them thaw, I would then be able to mess with them and put them back out.
I just do mine in foam, and the pot itself drops into a pottery container, and then I don't have to worry about things freezing.
So you just take your empty, heavy-duty ceramic pot and just keep putting liners in it.
Yes.
Which is kind of what we do much more around here than anything else for our customers that walk in, is redo their planters with their liner pots.
Great question from Karen. She said her pot is 3 times the size of that. She said, should I just order a bit more greens and assemble myself? Yeah, I would definitely. You could take any of these styles and basically double it, and that should maybe fill out your thing. If anything, you just maybe need more ivy at the bottom.
Yeah, the extra greens at the base might be one of the biggest things to make sure you hit hard. There's all kinds of extra greens.
And that is the Italian lilac bush. We decided I'm going to drop links for each thing, so that's what I'm doing.
I'm going to press this in here really hard.
Hey, Tammy, I'm feeling a little better today. I told Mom, it's like I still have a headache. It's just hanging out there.
She needs some specialized migraine helper.
Oh my gosh.
We need to find you a person to help you.
It's better than when I was in high school and I was gone all the time. I literally would not go to school because I had migraines all the time. The principal was like, hey, where are you at? Well, you know.
Trying to decide how I want to shape these two colors together. So I'm just wiggling them around until I'm happy with the structure. Okay, now all my green's going to be one-sided. So
I'll drop that link again because I dropped it a little too early.
I'm also deciding that this isn't very
palm
stable.
Is literally $11.50.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's all plastic, but that's all you need for realism. Is a
Fabulous
plastic.
price, beautiful
Plastic
little
plant.
palm. Oh, Joanne, get well soon. Thinking of you.
Uh-oh.
Will the blue flowers fade if the sun shines on them in the morning? Tammy wonders.
Anything can fade over time. What I'm learning from all of you is that depending on the region and how strong the sunlight is and how many hours of sunlight are hitting something, the lifespan's going to be different.
Yeah. The UV protected, like the UV protected pothos, is going to last longer because it has a special coating. But the other ones are not rated as UV protected, but they're weather resistant. So, you know, you're like, for instance, we've had a few customers in Florida say, oh my gosh, my stuff fades a lot faster than everyone else's.
It seems like that could be that there's just more intense sunlight there. The UV is stronger than here in the Midwest, potentially.
Yes.
We test everything on the north and the south side of our building, or my house faces the east. I put it out at my house, try to get the products at least 1 year of some outside use so that I know if I want to buy it the next year or not, and some items don't make the cut.
Yeah.
I'm going to rob a couple of these little plants from one side, these little short tips, and move them over to the other side and glue them in since I'm using foam. If you were just putting this in your dirt, that would not work very well, but it is a trick for gluing. And then the other thing about planters that I decided a long time ago is that spring planters specifically, I do not put moss in them because all our little bird friends are going to start building nests, and when they do, they will just help themselves to all your lovely moss and pull it right out of your pot.
It's perfect for them.
They love it, and it seems to be true. So, I mean, not just me observing it, other people observe that. So that's why I don't put any moss in there anymore. And if you make the design full enough, and this is one-sided, like it's going to sit against your house or something, Not super relevant that the back isn't filled in.
Right.
Just as long as the showiness factor to the street is there, or as you're walking up your sidewalk, it's looking showy and it's clustered in clumps so it looks more natural. So there we go. That is the, you know what we didn't think about bringing up? Any kind of ribbon or bows. We don't have those made for outside use yet.
You know what we should probably do is just have a bow tying day, and then that is just an optional add-on, because a bow would look really nice up in the front.
We have a nice bow for this, yes.
Yeah. Hi, everyone who's hopping on. We're doing a live design porch pot day. These are made to order, outdoor safe, silk floral designs, weather resistant stems.
I'm gonna have to hand you this. Yes, and we don't have, we do not have titles for these little guys.
Yeah, with one.
No title.
I'm feeling like that one could be called like Italian Sun because it has an Italian lilac.
Italian Sun.
But you know, I'm just in a whole Italian mood.
She is.
Jordan just asked me yesterday. He was like, "Are we going to go back to Italy anytime soon?" It's like, "Oh my gosh, honey, we just got back from there."
He liked it.
He loved it.
Yay, I would too.
Yes, pea gravel. You could put pea gravel in there and have it come up high enough to cover up the Sahara, therefore you don't see the Sahara.
Oh, well, you could do that. These are going to be designed where the foam is very high to the top.
Yes.
You could fill it that high, though. That's a great thought.
So in the product description of our porch pots, we do tell you to just pour in some pea gravel because it's small enough to fill in the holes there, but whatever you need to do to make it stay.
I just realized something.
Oh, see, Pat was going to say morning sun.
I don't have enough foam in all these pots.
You need more foam?
I'll just use a different pot. I might not get to all these planters, but
well, I could go grab
I should have
whatever.
put foam in one more. Now we've got these other new planters that are extra big.
Yeah, Kathy Balkman said, intense morning sun here on my front area. Some things do better than others. Greenery without UV seems to fade quicker. Yeah, definitely.
Well, there's just these little things that I look for when I'm shopping. The coating on the leaf is heavy, and it makes the leaf
cute.
glossy.
Sunny side up. Sold. That is the cutest name ever.
Fun and cheerful.
Do you have an extra pen, Mom?
Yes, you can have my pen.
Okay.
So here's that. Here's this.
What's this one for?
Oh, did I give you the wrong thing?
Well, you gave me one already. What'd you give me? She doesn't know. You gave me this one?
Oh gosh, it's the same thing. Nope, this goes with this.
Okay.
Because this is the less expensive pot. That's the one I gave you, right?
So this is going to be called Sunny Side Up. These are made to order. Sunny Side. If you haven't bought from us before, these are faux florals, high quality silk floral designs. Am I taking it?
I'm just showing close. Yeah. And what I was going to say is that was an 8x8 planter.
Okay.
Now we're going to upsize.
I'm going to total it up really quick and tell you how much it's going to be.
I'll show you what we're using for the next one, and that we're going to design this. This is an experiment to see how well you like these bigger buckets. So I found a vendor close by for these. This is 10 by 10. Huh, that's weird. Doesn't quite look like it's equally wide as it is tall, but it is. 10 by 10. So this one's nice enough. It could just be a standalone pot. Like throw the gravel in it. It has a wider base. It is $15.50, which I thought was pretty low price for the size of it and the fact that it's metal. So we're going to design, and that'll make these pots a little bigger, therefore a little bit more expensive, but you know what? You can let me know what you prefer. So this is going to have some fun new products. This little...
Before you start, Sunny Side Up porch pot, if you would like this one, ordered, is $136.
There we go.
It is pre-done for you, glued in. You'll just either add your own weight or put this in your own container at home. Indoors, outdoors, but it's made for outdoors. It's all weather safe. So, Sunny Side Up porch pot, $136. Send us a direct Facebook message if you want it, and we'll start working through those orders.
Great. This one's going to be larger, as I was saying. We're going to use the buds branch here. I'm just going to use one and see if I can get by with just one. Buds, completely plastic. This thing is selling like crazy. So for the moment, we have a nice supply of them. It's painted, textured, stick, everything plastic, even the little buds. And buds branch. Then we have caladium. Little caladium. This is the caladium hanging bush. It's 21 inches long in pink. Isn't that pretty? Nice, glossy, thick leaves. That should look really great draping out the side. And it doesn't have wire in the vine, but we're going to That's the first time I'm using it. Then we're also going to use this caladium, which is different in this style. So this was the Natural Touch caladium in green cream pink. Green cream pink. This is a nice sized little bush here with pretty colors. Going to need lots of shaping, and that one is Natural Touch. Love it. This is going to be a bit on the tropical side. Then we're going to use...
I have the tag for that Natural Touch caladium. Sorry.
Uh-oh. It's in there. The Calathea, I think that's how you say this. Calathea hanging bush. So since our pot is taller...
Is it... Oh, it's caladium is different than... This is 2 L's. Am I crazy?
This caladium and this caladium, did the company
And they're spelled
spell
differently.
them differently?
Yeah.
They spelled one with 2 L's and one
Yeah.
with L. I think you should change them to only single L's.
That's what I thought, too.
I think that's how they're supposed to be
Okay,
spelled,
cool.
is with single L's.
Yeah, okay.
Now we have
Sorry.
the Calathea.
I digress. Go ahead.
This is going to be confusing. So those were caladiums. This is a Calathea.
Calathea.
This
Got
is big plant. So this guy is going to trail out and flop around on the
That's funny.
table. And this is the Echinacea in pink. We also have it in white and yellow. This is a returning winner from previous years. We love this stem. This Echinacea does great outside.
That's the cerise color.
Cerise, which is a fancy name
Lots
for
of people
pink.
hopping on today.
Hey everyone.
Let's see. Oh, yes, foggy in South Dakota. It's foggy here. It's
Foggy in the Midwest. This is
And Margaret's joining from Cyprus, Tikanis.
Hello.
That's all I remember of my Greek.
You're Greek?
Yeah. I studied in Greece, and I don't remember a whole lot.
Oh,
Practice
no.
makes perfect, and I don't have anyone to practice with anymore.
No, we used to have Markella here.
Yeah, Lynn has 2 orders to be delivered today. It's Sunny and
Nice.
Casey.
These are cushion tortillas in yellow. They also come in orange.
The pin cushion tortilla.
Okay, that's the rundown.
Okay.
Let's start at the top and work our way.
Bud Branch, got it. I'm going to give you links to all these things, so if you want to recreate it yourself, you got everything you need.
Well, that's the plan, Stan.
And if you're watching this not on Facebook, go to Facebook, watch the replay. You'll have the links there.
Okay.
So much easier to shop with the
Facebook
links.
is where the links go?
Yes.
Okay, then if you're on another format, where else are we putting this?
YouTube.
Oh, okay.
She didn't even know that.
I don't even know.
Maybe someone's watching from YouTube. You just don't know. We are currently live on Facebook, and you may be watching this somewhere else. Who knows?
This is the minimal design. All done.
All done. This is, minimalist. We don't do minimalist here.
No, we do maximalist.
Hi,
That's true.
Beverly, Kelly, Debbie in Texas. Grandma is sitting watching both with my Minnesota sister and the guys. Oh, I didn't know she was in town. Fun.
Oh, really?
Hi, Linda. Sunny in Kentucky. 60 and sunny in Iowa. What? Twyla, send that our way.
60 and sunny? I'll take 60. Wow. Nice. How do we get some of
Oh, yeah, Linda has had little birds building nests on her door wreath. I had that, was it last year or 2 years ago? Mm-hmm. And by the time I figured it out, because we never go in and out of our front door, by the time I figured it out, there were already eggs in there. And I was like, well, it's staying. I'm not moving it.
that? And then what happened, Kate?
And then they pooped all down my door, and I had to aggressively scrub it to get the bird poop off of it.
And then
And
the
my
mama
nice
bird,
wreath.
the mama bird accidentally one day.
Jordan opened the door, and I told him not to do this, but men don't listen. He opened the front door, and Mama Bird flew straight into the house. He hit the door a few times, thinking she would have flown off. Oh no, she flew
just came
straight
right
into
in.
the house, and we had a bird flying around the house. She went in and out, so luckily it was quick, but
That's good.
scary.
Because she could have just been flying around pooping all
yeah,
all over the place. That would have been.
literally. That
I would have
not
laughed.
been
But
ideal.
that would have been not fun.
No. Not fun at all. Okay, so I dropped a link to the Echinacea. Now you're on the Calathea.
Calathea. Sinking them really low into the foam because when you do the bushes, you want to keep them on the foam to help cover as much as you can.
I didn't realize that was such a drapey plant.
I didn't either. I'm debating if I should cut it off or leave it. So for the moment, we're going to look
I like
at it.
the drapey.
We're going to look at it doing that, and we're going to think about how that does or does not work for us. We'll decide later. So I kind of went from the back to I'm outlining it more or less, then I'll fill it in. This guy is good filler in the front. Definitely wants to be on the front of the planter.
And that
so it
is
needs to
the
drape.
pink caladium. Kind of a tropical look here.
A little bit tropical-ish.
Kind of
So
fun.
I'm wondering if I need, this is kind of looking too much like its friend. We don't have enough contrast, maybe.
I don't know. I like it personally.
You do?
I do.
You do. Keep going?
I do.
Okay, keep going. She says keep going. I'm just looking about the balance of color and how we're going to put all this in here.
So we have two kinds of caladiums. And Lorraine, I agree. She said it'll be really pretty draped over the steps.
Oh yeah,
And
well,
Kathy's loving the colors. Kathy,
use
it's
it.
right up your alley there.
well, thanks
some
for hanging out
tropical
today.
beauties.
Everybody loves Design Day. Oh, look at that. Yes, everybody loves Design Day. So just to recap, we're doing outdoor porch planters. These are for sale.
Jennifer is on it with the names today.
Ooh.
She said ticket to the tropics.
What?
Pot.
That's a great one.
Ticket to the tropics porch pot for sure.
We are going to create different styles of outdoor safe planters. I'm going to make one. You can either use this inspo to buy individual stems that Kate is linking. Stems and bushes are all linked here. They are all found in our outdoor safe collection online. These are high quality silk, all silk, everybody, stems and bushes. So we can ship these to you, but you're going to need to request to buy them since they're not online. And that just means send us a Facebook message and say, I like the tickets to the ticket to the Tropic Floral Design, and then Connie will invoice you through Facebook, basically. Mm-hmm. So it
Yeah,
goes really
Facebook message,
easy.
that is the best way to do it, just because she can keep it all in one place. You can also send us an email, and our email is on our website, but it's sales@magnoliasonline.com, Magnolias with an S.
So
yeah.
yes, tomorrow actually Laura's going to help do that too. So you're going to get the gals helping you personally get these things emailed to you so you can purchase them. And if you have any questions, that's the best place to ask questions.
Great message from Kathy in Hawaii. She has the cerise echinacea in her pots now. The color's holding up really well, even with the extreme morning sun.
Which is this one, getting
Yes.
tested in Hawaii. Thanks, Kathy.
Fabulous.
Kathy can use her things year round.
Yeah. Carol, on YouTube, it's only going to show up when I post it later as a replay. If you want to cast it to your TV, you should be able, depending on the kind of TV you have, you should be able to cast Mom right up on the TV there.
I know. Who
Depends
told
on
me
your TV.
once they were doing that?
Yeah.
So then I'm on the TV big, and she's got her iPad on her lap, and she's ordering on her iPad and watching on the television,
Clever.
and it was a whole thing.
I love it.
So, okay.
Makes you really want to do your makeup really good.
Well, we need to work on wrinkle prevention, clearly.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, then you have a ranunculus.
Yep, now I've got to figure out where they're going to go. So we need to just stagger the ranunculus. They're going to look best sprouting out of here. I'm feeling like I might need some filler on the base of the pot, or I have to reconfigure.
So that must be the orange and yellow ranunculus stem.
So nice. It is really a great looking stem.
It looks more yellow in the
Detail.
photo, but in person it has a lot more variation.
So it looks like the edges and the petals have a lot of watercolor. There you can see it, a watercolor morphing from yellow to orange, which is really realistic looking. Nothing better than a great
Kathy, you're
ranunculus.
moving to Destin, Florida from Omaha?
Uh-oh, that sounds
That's a
amazing.
big change.
Hey, we'll have a friend we know in Destin, Florida.
Fun. The name of this design, I think we are calling it Ticket to the Tropics Porch Pot.
That's what we're
That
doing.
was Jennifer's name. Jennifer's really getting creative today.
Okay.
Any leftover for a sassy succulent swag? Man, that is the question of the month.
Yes, they're changing a little bit, but I just got a replacement succulent in because one of everything I could rebuy except for one piece.
I think
So
she should just make a pile and put them online.
I should.
I think that would be easier. Then you can kind of see how it looks.
I should get on with that. It's last night we had company, so
Yeah.
it's one of those things I've been doing at home because it only requires wire. Okay, so this has got quite a bit of real estate still empty back here.
That looks so good, though. What a happy arrangement. I would drop, I mean, you already glued the bud branch, but personally, I would drop it down a smidge.
drop it lower?
Yeah, just it's a little tall.
Okay.
She doesn't agree.
I'm pulling it back so you can see how tall it is.
Oh, funny.
Well, it probably is relevant about the box it goes into.
Well, 36 bent.
Just
It can
push
fold
it.
over a little bit.
Push it in and add more glue to
Yeah,
the
that
back.
ranunculus does look a bit like a sunburst. And yeah. So yeah, Carol's trying to hack the setup there. If you can cast it to your TV and then shop on your iPad, that seems like a really good setup.
That way your cat can see better. That's
Yeah,
what
right.
Another comment people make. My cat likes to watch.
Yep, that is
So I'm popular with pets and humans alike. Apparently that's funny. I used to have a cat. She thought I was interesting.
Yeah. Karen, yes, this might be a little too tropical for the Colorado mountains.
So I'm going to give you this, Kate.
Yeah.
And we're going to have you add that up. What is happening is I'm cutting a little bit of this ivy. That is one I started cutting on. And I'm just going to put a couple pieces in the back to help it out. I don't want to cut the calathea off and reinsert it because you guys decided that looked pretty draping. So we'll just let it drape, and I'll add a little bit, like 4 pieces in the back here, just to give it some, to hide the mechanics. They're never going to be super massively full. They're going to be a little lighter on product, but that's kind of the gist of it.
All
At a
right.
glance, it looks fine.
This piece, Ticket to the Tropics. Did you get the container? You did. Good job. Is $154.
Yep, it's one of the bigger ones. So like I said, this is an
That's
experiment
large.
to see how much more you prefer these larger planters over the 8x8 planters. And we can make both sizes going forward. Just keep going with both sizes. But just would love your feedback if this is a preferred style and size. Here it is. So
Hey,
now
Janine. Thanks for saying hello. She said, frequent customer, silent watcher.
Uh-oh. Welcome,
In
welcome.
Michigan. She loves the designs. Kathy
38.
has 13 acres. She said Magnolias could have a satellite location.
13 acres in Destin? Wow. So it's 38 inches tall.
Okay, it's going to come, just curved over in the box.
Have to be bent a little bit, and it's roughly, 22-ish wide.
And these are going to come moved and flattened to fit in the box.
But it
and you
should
just
go.
shape it when you get it home. So it's $154.
this in a
This
little
is
bit
called the Ticket to the Tropics porch pot. This is a very large porch pot, and you're going to want to add your weight to it when you get it home. But that is absolutely gorgeous. This is really a
Pretty
beautiful
combo.
stem. Like, that is really gorgeous. I love it.
Well, I'm glad you approve.
I approve.
So before you take it away, I'm going to make a little mini pot to go next to it.
Good idea. You want to just set this in the back so we don't lose it? Thanks.
So we're going to do a smallie with this combo here. That's going to coordinate, and this will be just a little bit shorter.
Karen's liking the larger designs.
Yeah, it's kind of the start to the season, and we have the plastic pots, giant cases of them in stock, but we might want to bring in more containers if we like the bigger one. I didn't buy a bunch of them. I just thought I'd wait and
And
see.
hanging baskets.
Okay, I started this one. Let me see if I have everything in here. We're going to use the protected UV pothos. We're going to use one of the echinacea. We're going to use the coral azalea bush, but I might only use half of it. Let me see if it's too much. And then the marigold, which is $9.50, $8.50, $9.50, $20, and $22. Okay, this might need something else, so we'll just check it out and visualize. This pothos will take up a lot of space. This little planter is a very low-priced plastic situation. Should definitely be your liner. And it is the smallest pot I carry. I am pressing this
And that
thing.
is what I use to switch out my step
Yes,
sitters.
because
And it
yours-
barely fits.
Your pots are probably 8-inch pots.
Yeah, and that I have to really squeeze in there.
It kind of rests, the rim actually sits on the top, and her pot goes to here in her 8-inch planter because this ridge is 8 inches.
Yeah.
But right below here it narrows. So if you put it in an 8-inch pot, this rim will sit and rest on the top of your pot.
But I have enough foliage, you don't really see it. I also have, for one of them, I've cut the rim off, but then it's harder to get out.
Oh.
So I just let it sit on top. It's fine.
That's
no
true.
one notices. Tammy said hummingbirds would be trying to eat from that because it looks so real. Nina's back. Hey, she's back from her cruise. She had a wonderful time.
Wow, fantastic.
Fern, that
Sounded
large
great.
pot was $154 for the ticket to the tropics. It's $154.
That one?
Made to order, and that's a big one. Barbara, yeah, she's like, that has my name written all over it.
Uh-oh.
If I remember right, Barbara, I'm sure I've shipped to you in Florida, right?
Well,
I
it's
remember you
definitely-
had good stuff for Christmas. That's always fun.
Definitely appropriate, Florida style.
Let's see. Janine said, we have a lake house in northern Michigan. Do you have any lake-inspired designs
Ooh,
for
good.
wreaths or porch pots? Tropical vibe. Yeah, tropical doesn't vibe with lake always.
Well, there you go,
totally.
Kate. That answers our question. We discussed lake decor, lake-themed, I don't know, cute signs or pillows. And we think in terms of our local people, like some people go to the lake, not everybody. I'm going to wait on that. So we did
We
it
don't
by
have
a
great
bunch.
lakes around us.
But what I could tell you is that we have this amazing driftwood that Jane's been wanting to use. We want to make some driftwood things. That would be super lake appropriate. Driftwood designs in the color palette, which we certainly have. Your color palette for lake looks.
Yeah, I'm thinking dusty greens, soft blues.
Lots
kind
of
of
white
thing.
airiness.
Yep.
Or sometimes people do red, white, and blue a lot with lake looks.
We have some fun stuff coming for Patriotics. You'll have to watch for that. Kay had a great question. She said, just curious, do you ever add bows to your outdoor planters?
Yes. We just realized as I started today that I forgot to do anything with bows.
We just forgot.
Forgot.
Hey, Kathy, how are you?
Okay, the echinacea's not doing a lot for this thing.
Like a white one would be better.
We could swap
Didn't
it
I
out.
grab you extra?
We could swap it out for white.
I feel like, yeah, that's a little bit more.
There's no white in the one behind me. If the theory is
to
make it
I see what
coordinate.
you're saying. I think it still does, to be
But
honest.
for my choices,
Oh, I forgot to drop links. That's my bad. Let me.
Are you linking?
I'm just reading comments, you know. So the azalea bush, I'll drop a link to.
So we're gonna use the white echinacea. Let's try 2 of those, perhaps.
And you had a marigold in there. I love that marigold this year. Cute little thing.
The marigold is new. We've not had that marigold before, so this is the first year on that item.
Karen likes the white with that combo better too.
It looks good. You're right. You're right. Do we need 2 so it's not just...
It coordinates. It doesn't need to be a match.
Doesn't need to have too much, but the other thing I can do, I gotta turn and look at this quick. I could cut a couple stems of the azalea off and reinsert them lower to fill in better also.
There you go. Yeah, we have lots of ideas for DIY weekend coming up, which is this weekend. Did you guys know that DIY weekend is
busy weekend ready
Saturday?
for that.
So we'll be live like all day on Saturday, and then Sunday the sale will just continue. These things Mom's making today. If you order them, you'll be, floral designs are not included. It'll just be
Stems.
fun little deal on stems. Yippers.
Okay, so
Okay,
that's
let me
what
drop a
we're gonna
link
do.
to the event. If you mark yourself as going, kind of will help prepare us for how many bundles to make here. I love the bright yellow marigolds, Judy said. Twyla's not a fan of bows on outdoor planters. It looks like a funeral spray to me. Oh,
There we go. The truth is coming out.
I like bows personally just because I feel like it can add that, it can tie in the colors that you're going for a little bit better.
I maybe use bows more at Christmas and 4th of July.
Yeah, Kathy in Hawaii is getting her latest order today, arriving in less than a week. Nice.
Wow, Kathy, I'm glad to hear that. That's a little haul to get it to your house.
Yeah.
So then we just removed a couple of stems and reinserted them lower to help fill and balance the whole piece out a little bit. Love that look. It's simple. There's not a lot going on in there. Let's check out the price point. Because I had it on the iPad, I haven't written it down yet. So we
Okay,
used 2
Barbara.
echinacea.
Barbara said, I'm going to put them, the big one, she's going to put them in the covered area close to our outdoor grill where I can view it from my computer knitting
Yeah.
room. Nice.
Hey, that's true. Then you're going to just love the enjoy your space more.
Ruth said she's planning her Saturday around the DIY weekend.
Okay, well, I'm planning my Saturday around it too.
Yeah.
I will be standing here for hours.
I missed, I don't know where the comment is. Someone had said my order's taking longer. I noticed USPS is really slow lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like,
is there weather issues? Or?
I think part of it was is this everything?
Yes, I just added some greens there to the back.
I think that the weather in all regions really slowed things down, and
it's probably the weather
taking longer. But yeah. Oh, Janine said Higgins Lake in northern Michigan is stunning. It's called the Caribbean of the North, sixth most beautiful lake in America. Wow.
Hey, that's a great little tip for traveling and camping, Kate. Except it would probably take you a good 14, 15 hours.
Well, we're going to drive 12 hours to Yellowstone this summer sometime, presumably.
Well,
if I can muster it.
Amazing. Maybe we should try that. We've been going, my husband and I liked northern Wisconsin on Lake Superior, going up to Bayfield. I bet what you're describing is similar to that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a very fun, quick little design here, and it's small. So let me give you the dimensions if you want to write those down. He is currently 25 inches by 20 inches wide, 25 by 20.
Okay.
So remember, this little pot is 8 inches by 7, almost. Yeah. 8 wide, 7 tall. So much smaller than the white planter, which I have.
Let's see. So this one is going to be 104. He's just shorter.
Just shorter and a little narrower than my white one.
So this is 104, and we're going to call it the Tropics Step Sitter, just because it's the coordinating piece to its Ticket to the Tropics friend. So it's going to be called the Tropics Step Sitter.
White and no white.
Just to keep it in the same family. It's 104, 25 by 20 inches.
It's hard to keep costs down when you're putting entire plants in just smaller pots, I think.
Yeah.
What we're going to do next here.
So, Karen would love to know how to do a barn box look with the spring bulbs on DIY day. Maybe we could, depends, if it's busy in the store, we can't steal Jane. So it'd be fun if Jane had a little barn box segment.
You know, let's see, is Jane gone?
I don't know.
She's gone. She's gone for our spring open house. I think she'll be here.
Oh, okay. Saturday. We haven't even set the spring open house officially.
We haven't?
We haven't set, I haven't made an event or anything. Oh, okay. We have a lot to do.
Pete's in charge of that. I'm just trying to make the stuff.
Yeah. DIY Saturday all day online. Yes. It's in-store and online Saturday and Sunday. We'll be live. I think what worked last time is we were live for 2 hours, off for an hour. Live for 2 hours, off for an hour. Live for an hour and a half, done.
And we are only live on Saturday.
Yes.
Sunday the sale continues, but I will be at home.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's recap here while you're adding up.
Oh, Karen said USPS is really slow right now. Took 3 weeks to get to me from Tommy Bahama. Whoa.
This is crazy. Really pretty. We've been showing this.
Totally off topic, LOL. That's what she said.
That's true. This is the lavender garden hydrangea bush. Comes in a pink mauve color and this really pretty lavender. Here is the spring appropriate garden lilac bush. And of course the perfect lilac color. We're going to use this big drapey ivy. We may or may not use all of it, but it is called the, I think it's the frosted, we call this the frosted ivy.
Yes, that's the frosted.
You can see my theme here of grayish things. It's going to be very muted. And this is Kate's favorite, this henna bush. And the henna bush doesn't have a stem. Hopefully we've photographed it. This is how it comes from the vendor. I don't know why, but that's how they make it. And it works. It's just, you have to glue it. And then our great little filler, the bluebonnets, any color, holds up great outside. Bluebonnets are versatile. They add nice height and the multicolor accents. And we probably will use this twig. This one is gray. We have gray twigs and brown twigs. I have been buying plastic twigs for outside because other materials don't hold up very well. But plastic does the job. I have to cut that off. I just have to make sure that goes all the way in. And then Dusty Miller. This one I buy every year. good looking little bush here. It has lots of realistic texture, holds up great. That one is nice and fine and airy. And then I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to leave the tag on just in case I don't need it. The needle leaf spray. Oh, that's funny. There's a typo on the tag.
Is there really?
It says needle keef spray. So you should check the
no,
title.
there's definitely.
You fixed the title?
Well, no, I would have.
Okay, if you imported the title, it says, does not say needle
I'll
leaf.
check.
Okay, he's a maybe. He's a maybe.
Marga said my outdoor pot is 20 inches wide.
The pot itself?
Whoa.
Oh, you got a big
The
one.
30 tall. It's a challenge to fill. That is huge. I would go in. The ivy is like our classic.
You know what? Hosta. The hosta would take up a lot of space.
Or the Boston fern. It depends. If you like this mixed combo of stuff, then you don't want any of those big things. You just want to fill it in.
You could do a Boston fern and a hosta
Boston
and an
fern's-
ivy
yep.
to base it out.
It's the biggest
And
plant
then put
to
your
carry.
flowers in. I'm trying to pop through.
You can do it.
In
There
these
you
pots,
go.
I use inexpensive packing foam from window coverings on the bottom, and then I use the Sahara on the top to save
We like to save you money.
money. Save
Debbie
money.
said USPS was reorganizing a hub or something, causing lots of delays.
Oh. That's a hot tip.
Everyone, you know what's so funny is everyone's
got it.
like, my thing hasn't been moving for days, and like
That's
they're just
why.
not scanning it when it gets to different locations. So it'll be like, oh, you know, it's still in Pennsylvania, and then all of a sudden it's delivered. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh, so it is moving. They're just not.
Yeah.
Something is happening with.
Yeah,
their...
it's taking like 2 weeks in some cases. What was that stem called? It had a specific name, that branch. That
This
twig.
branch. Yeah, it's one of these gold tags.
Yeah, okay.
It's one of the gold.
Let's see.
DE tag. Yeah. I don't
Twig
remember.
branch. Oh, wow, thank you for that. That's really helpful.
Twig branch. A special name.
Special, okay.
Well,
I
hey,
will figure that one out here.
This is a lot of fun designing with you guys today.
The gray
I like
twig
my
branch.
news. Okay,
Okay.
that makes sense. So this is going to have some drapey things happening. We're giving the ivy some help trailing since that's what it needs to do. We got a lot of trailers on here. We can always opt to cut them and move a couple to the other side if it needs it. I'll show you what's happening here. We're just kind of bending it over the pot like it would grow. If it was growing, it would definitely drape, and crawl across the ground like this. So it's a good little, very nicely wired piece. This one holds up great outside. We use this one every year also. Then I better see if my hydrangea, that's probably the next thing to put in. And these two things are going to have to share space. So let's just do them side by side. Looks good to me. Hydrangea here. Got to use some elbow grease.
Yeah, you got to really work it in there. So the garden, hydrangea in the lavender color, 1950 bush. So pretty. I'm trying to just find all the links for everything. Yes, people are asking for tray and lantern designs for DIY weekend.
Oh, you better write all this down. Thank you.
That
Please
down?
make a list. Tray and lantern. So we have succulents down.
Let's see.
That was a discussion from earlier. We're making succulent designs. Tray and lantern designs. Okay, so probably those little lantern toppers that you liked at Christmas.
Yep.
Need to do
Which is
that.
basically just a tiny swag.
Basically.
Barbara, if you want to message us to purchase these, you can usually just click on our name. I guess from a consumer side, do you guys have an easy way? Maybe someone in the comments has an easier way, because I only see it from like our business dashboards. I don't know.
message?
Yeah, what the fastest way. Is there a message button under one of my links? Most of the time you just go to our profile and click message us.
Ooh, isn't that henna bush pretty?
I have
Look
a
at how that
22-inch
shows.
pot. I'll probably be coming down sometime later in March to pick out some fun stuff. Oh, yeah. Well, we have a ton of stuff right now. This is going to be our fully loaded.
We are as loaded as we can be.
Yes.
Literally, they're running it and sticking it in funny little corners. We gotta keep all our stems together, but they're starting to get scattered
Yeah.
for space
Someone
issues.
said mantle designs.
Oh, which would mean garland?
Garland. Because we're going to do like florals, because our DIY weekend sale is always on stems to encourage you to make stuff at home.
Just to give all those...
Oh, candlestick
DIYers.
toppers. Oh my gosh, these are good ideas, ladies.
Candlestick toppers definitely have to be glued, so if I design it, it will be sold on the candlestick.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how we could do that.
Well, we just...
That might just be a good thing for a live design day, honestly. Wow, this is looking full and fun. So then we got
Well,
the lilac bush in here.
Looks lovely, like this in the back here. Fills in really well. Let's see if we can pull it through a little bit.
Okay. And you got the dusty miller.
Hopefully you're getting some good tips here on how we're putting these together.
I'm dropping the links as she's putting them into the pot, so that way it's a little bit easier so I can catch up.
So what do you think? Does it need the needle leaf?
I don't know if it does. Let's see.
The needle leaf
it
would
looks
go
nice, though.
here. I don't remember how much it is.
Let me look.
Because this pot's going to be the most
The
expensive.
needle leaf is only $10.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for
Well,
the impact it makes.
This will be the most expensive stem porch planter then that I'm going to
Yeah.
design. We'll put it in there. Here's my total.
Okay,
Does anybody have a name for this?
Dropping links.
This is a dusty something. Dusty day. Dusty days.
Dusty is a good design term, but it's not a pretty.
It's not a pretty. It's not a pretty design
I
title.
use it a lot though. Needle leaf. Needle leaf needs a new photo. It has a bad photo.
Probably.
Add it to the
It's nice and
to-do
shapeable.
list. Are these being made to order? Yes, Judy. All of these are made to order. So if you want one of these pieces, when Mom's done, I total it up. And you just send us a Facebook message and Connie compiles the list.
She does go down the list in order. I have my team help me design them. We get them shipped out in a couple of days. Sometimes when things get out of control, as in the sassy succulent design,
That one was crazy.
I'm still not caught up
What
from
did you
that.
do, like 50 of them?
I lost
something
track.
along
50
that?
is probably about where we're
Oh,
at
you're
now.
missing some stuff here, Mama. Oh, that's a 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure the stems did not cost $35.
No, this is 100 some
It's a little
dollars.
bougie, but she gorge. She's worth her weight in gold.
So I'm just checking all the fullness factor here. Shaping. Oh, wow, this is something else. I like it.
Stunning.
I like it. If you're a purple person, it's a purple fun one. Oh, I like it. This is maybe my favorite for the day. What do you guys think?
All right, so we have names, all the names. Lavender Luscious, Lavender Lady, Purple Haze.
Purple haze.
There's some
Jimi
Lavender
Hendrix.
Surprise.
Okay, are you thinking?
Grandma's Garden,
Jewel?
Lavender Frost, Lavender Dream, Spring Fling, Tuscan Lavender, Grandma's Garden, Destiny Lavender. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to decide. I don't know who was first.
You don't know?
My favorite so far, my favorite also. I think we're not going to take, we can't take any more orders for Sassy Succulents because that just got crazy.
What will happen is I'll make a design.
Yes.
It will look very much like it, and it will become an online product.
So the lavender, I can't decide on a name. We're gonna call it I'm trying to scroll back and see. There's so many good ones.
I'll get ready while
What
she's
was the Purple
naming.
Haze? Isn't that a
Jimi Hendrix song.
Okay, we're gonna call it Purple Haze. Purple Rain is
No,
what I was
that's
thinking
Purple
of.
Rain. That's
Yeah.
a Prince song. Purple Haze is a
Purple
Jimi Hendrix song.
Haze. I keep thinking Purple Rain. Purple Haze porch pot. Final answer. It's $185.
We could do a Purple Rain and a Purple Haze porch pot.
We could.
And call it the 80s collection.
80s collection.
That'd be
Okay,
funny.
Purple Haze porch pot is $185. If you would like one or two or whatever you want of this one, send us a direct Facebook message or email us if that's easier for you. Either one is totally fine. And these are made to order. So yeah, and I know I missed some comments in there because wow, they were rolling in.
Okay, thank you everybody. This is going to be a
Yeah,
fun
so
one.
Purple Haze Porch Pot. Wowza. I'm gonna
What was
set
the
him up
total
here.
again?
185.
185.
It really didn't. It was. I mean, for the size of that thing, I think it was right on target price wise. Mom's very
It's
conscious
big.
of these things.
I try to keep the cost down, but everything anymore adds up, as you know.
Hello, inflation.
We buy
Welcome to
at the
2024.
best we can, but it is crazy what happens with the prices.
Yes.
So this design is going to have...
All right, so now we're going in with our classic hosta bush. This is a smaller variegated hosta plant.
2 sizes of hostas
We have
this year.
3.
We have the purple hosta.
No.
We have 3 variegated hostas.
I
That would
don't-
tell me that
I don't
somebody
know what
didn't
happened.
take off a hosta.
We have 1 for 19, 1 for 36, and 1 for 26. 3 totally, well, technically we have 4 because we have the burgundy one that's 12 and it's a tiny little thing. I don't know how, but anyway, this is the 1950 hosta, in case you were wondering. I'm going to start dropping links for this.
We have a lot of hostas. Get hosta happy.
Hosta
We
happy.
need a hosta happy porch pot.
Okay, now this is the garden hydrangea in the green color.
Trying to
$19
stick
as well.
this into the other foam. That foam is extra resistant.
You want me to do it?
No, it'll go.
I got muscles.
I'm just making a racket with my microphone.
Oh. Well, you guys know how it goes. That
There.
is what we do.
That's my workout. Wrestle that
Oh,
in
my
there.
coffee got cold. I'm going to still
Coffee
finish
got
it. I need the caffeine.
Okay.
Hey, Joyce, how are
and
you?
hosta.
Okay, so this next design is a little bit more springy. And if you are just joining us, hey, how are you? I'm Kate behind the camera. We're Magnolias, and let me give the spiel. Hold on. We're Magnolias in downtown Norfolk, Nebraska. We ship all day, 6 days a week, all over the U.S. and into Canada. If you haven't shopped with us before, I'm sure the ladies in the comments will attest to our attention to detail, our fabulous curated collection of silk florals and home decor. Wow, we should put this in a commercial, Mom. I had my radio voice on. We specialize in high-quality silk florals and silk floral designs. We have designers that make these pieces all the time. And if you want one of these made-to-order, custom-designed silk floral, outdoor-safe porch pots, send us a message or an email and let us know which one you want, and we'll let you know when it's ready to go. What else am I missing? Oh, we've been in business over 25 years, 27 to be exact. No, 28 this year, 1 year older than me. And mother-daughter duo. What am I missing here?
Somebody else can fill in
Yeah,
whatever
you
you
guys
forgot
can fill
to
in the
comment.
blanks, right? Debbie's like, I'm sold. Carla, all these arrangements are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful sunny day in North Carolina. Oh, jealous. We need sunshine here. Mary, has an oil can, 11 inches wide, 13 high to the neck. What do I use as a filler before I can get my foam in it?
Doesn't an oil can have a very small opening, or am I mistaken?
So you need like a drop in more. Yes, we glue styrofoam. We have our special floral foam and styrofoam in these. Elisa, hello. She said, oh, it's Portuguese. I was like, what? Buenos tardes. Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to learn some Portuguese now. We have all these people from all these different countries.
Welcome, everybody.
I have to learn to say hello in all the countries,
Thanks
I think.
for hanging out today. Kate needs some language tips.
Yep, I'm always up for that. Janet said, it's the Happy Hosta porch pot. That's a good idea.
The happy hosta.
She was first.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, Janet, really? And I'm sure you've messaged Connie, Janet, about your delivery delay. And call USPS or UPS, whoever. Sometimes they say we have to call. Sometimes they say the customer has to call. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think it's best if you just call, say, hey, where's my stuff? You know? I mean, it left here. It left Magnolia.
Is it stuck someplace?
Yeah, you know, people, they're just really behind.
We usually only have that problem with shipping companies that are not FedEx. Like,
you know,
the
it
trucking
seems to be
companies.
the Postal Service.
I'm just going to move this.
And I meant to mention that to Jen so she would try to use them less. But sometimes they're like $10 cheaper. That's
The
wild.
Postal Service is
Yeah.
the delay. You know, that's true. I have also personally experienced where I ordered something. It has a FedEx tracking number, And then lo and behold, it comes in my mailbox through
Really?
USPS. Like they transfer it from FedEx to the mail and they put some kind of weird orange tag on it.
Interesting.
And that took a long time because it should have been here. I'm like, oh good, it's FedEx, it left. And then it gets to the USPS point and it slows up.
I could tell. Our local guy is such a nice postal guy. He's so nice. I'm sure he's just been bogged down.
Right, we are keeping
So,
him
you
busy.
know, have your patience with them. They're doing the best they can. Brandy, you haven't ordered from us before? I thought you have. Or maybe your local order hasn't come yet? Recent order? What are my words?
Okay.
The comments are coming so fast, I'm struggling to read them.
You're keeping her busy.
Yeah.
Looks like this echinacea is the popular stem of the day.
It is. I did drop a link to the sweet pea. Sweet pea is one word. In case you're trying to look it up, that took me a second to realize.
It comes in this pink color and a fuchsia burgundy pink.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where these guys need. Oh yeah, these are going to add some
We're going to
nice
use these.
life to
Am I
this
saying that
look.
right? Cerise?
Cerise is the pink
Cerise
color that it is.
echinacea.
Yeah. Cerise echinacea. So if you notice as I'm designing, I am gluing all these stems in to ensure that they have the best chance of staying put in the wind. And of course we test them in Nebraska where it's extra windy and extra humid and extra hot and extra.
Oh my gosh, what is happening with USPS?
Is everybody having
I
delays?
know Connie's been telling me some things, but wow. Carla said, my package came today with my Peace and Quiet patchology order. Yay!
Oh, patchology.
I've been using mine. Jordan saw mine in the fridge and he was like, is this supposed to be in here? Yes, darling. It's called served on ice.
You should tell him to try
Let
it.
my face mask work. Oh, he'd probably love it.
Yeah, he probably would try it. Okay, this is going to be the last flower, and then we're going to add a little bit of filler stems.
You know, Janet, we can definitely call for you. She's still talking about her order. But in my experience of these many issues, it doesn't seem to matter. We don't have a different line than you do, which is the annoying thing. I kind of wish, like, we paid for the label. I wish we would have a different number to call, but they don't give us anything else. It is the same exact info.
You get the same number.
If you get a person, that is. You know what I mean?
Usually
drives
you've got
me
to
nuts.
chat them.
Yes. Sometimes chatting, like the
Okay,
chat is
made
easier.
the decision to take a hydrangea and move it to the center of the
Where's
front.
your turntable, Mom?
Well,
Do you want it? No, you have
can't.
it.
I can't design by pressing in the stems on
Yeah.
the turntable because I'm going to break it. So we have that problem. Oh, there, that's
Yeah.
better. That's better. So the
Yes.
hydrangea was getting out of control up here, and I needed it grounded there.
So the echinacea comes in 3 colors, white, pink, and yellow. It's been a favorite stem for a few years for us. Durability, the color, very beautiful colors. So yes, that is definitely 3 colors there. And, oh, I know, it's so frustrating when they don't get that stuff on time. You know what? I ordered a few things off Amazon, and it's going to take a week and a half to get here. Isn't that weird?
we have
Amazon.
We have high expectations for Amazon.
I know, isn't that crazy? The
Because
pots are
we're
very
spoiled.
lightweight, Michelle. Sorry, we totally went all over.
The pot is
We digressed.
flopping because it doesn't have any weight in it at all, and then I put these top-heavy stems in.
Yes, so when you get our porch pots, we purposely don't put gravel or weigh them down because it would spill out during shipping. So when you get them, we recommend pea gravel because it's small and it can fill in the gaps and weigh down your porch pot. Big stones are also great, but they are very lightweight when they get shipped to you. So yeah, that's always fun. And these are all made to order. That one's just darling. It's so cute. Very
Just
springy and fun.
Putting a little bit more of this plant. What is this
Oh,
plant
Janet,
called?
remind me what the name was that you have. What was the name?
This one's definitely going
I
to
have
need
to
some
try to-
extra
Would
weight.
the foxglove work with this color palette?
The foxglove would. I think it's the color, like the sweet peas will go really well with the foxglove.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably a warmer pink, and I wouldn't put this with the foxglove, but the peony, the sweet pea, yes, the sweet pea. I'm saying the wrong thing.
Oh, Happy Hosta is what it was called.
This is Happy Hosta.
Happy
And I'm just
Hosta.
putting a little extra greens of another bush in the back to make it full enough to suit me. And otherwise, we don't want to upstage any of this showy stuff. I think that's enough in there. And this kind of thing, you know, if I were to own this as a live plant, I would probably kill it on some summer afternoon when it's 95 and I'm at work all day not watering things before I go.
All right,
this is gonna last you.
The Happy Hosta porch pot that Mom has here is $154. You got the hosta, the beautiful garden hydrangea, the echinacea, the sweet pea, the buds branch, and a nice amount of photonia down there. It's glued into the porch pot, and then you just need to weigh it when you get it, weight it down when you get it home. These are made to order, so send us a Facebook message or an email if you want to order one of these pieces. The Happy Hosta porch pot, $154. My gosh, Mom, it's $103.
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop. Let's do a little recap, though.
Sure. Okay. Happy Hosta,
Happy Hosta. Here's his tag, $154.
$154.
Love it. That one is I love that for spring. Very happy.
And just FYI, that one is 36 inches tall and 24 inches wide. 36 tall, 24 wide. And that one is really full because the hosta needs all that space to flare out, but it's still in an 8x8 planter. So you would want to put this in a 10-inch pot. If you want to drop it in, you can see if you did that it is plenty wide enough to work like that. Okay, that's pretty. Look at all these different colors that we've come up with today. And then we did the blue and yellow toned one, the very first one we designed. Also in an 8x8 planter. This is called Sunny Side Up, 136.50. It's 26 inches tall and 21 wide. 26 tall by 21 wide. Sunny Side Up, ready to go with that pretty yellow impatient. Yellow impatient plant, blue cosmos, and this is called the Italian lilac, actually. Great little inexpensive palm plants. And then we did the tropical look here. This was Ticket to the Tropics. Ticket to the Tropics is $154. It is in a bigger planter. This is a 10 by 10 inch planter, and it is 38 inches tall, and you have to kind of guess. 22 wide. I just go conservatively, so I don't go too crazy and overguess. 38 tall, 22 wide. These do come in the containers. All the containers will need some kind of weight if you're going to put them outside in the wind. $154 for this one. And
I think in general they need weight.
Yes, generally around here. Wherever you live, if it's not windy, that's amazing. Here it is. This is the match to it if you want a little smaller size to coordinate. It's $104 for the Tropics Step Sitter. This one's 25 by 20 in the littlest pot, which is basically 8 inches at the top, but it is just under 8 inches. If you want to put this in an 8x8 planter, it would fit. And that has that fun azalea, kind of a pinky corally azalea.
It's a very full azalea bush.
It is a nice one. Yellow marigolds, white echinacea. And then the last little item we did was this one in lavender here. So we've got the largest, fullest piece. Where'd that tag go? This one we call Purple Haze for $185. It is also in a 10 by 10 planter. If you want this one, just request a Purple Haze, and it is kind of like 41 inches tall by, these are rough measurements, 41 by 22. And that one is very full. They're all one-sided, which is important to note. There's always a back, and the back we assume is against your house, against the garage. But if you ever needed to fill them in, you could buy them like this and then just grab another ivy or grab another Dusty Miller or something to make it look fuller. So we're trying to keep them on the less expensive side. You can customize them a little bit more if you want, or let us know in your message if you need to see it on all sides. I am going to make more with my team, and it looks like I'll have a little bit of work cut out for me. Thanks to everybody for watching all day. Goodness, this whole hour just flies by.
It really does,
when I do
doesn't
these
it?
design things. And I love making flower arrangements. This is not work for me. This is fun. So on Saturday, if you want to join us for the DIY Live Design Day, it is like a marathon of designing. And I will stand up here in our design studio and make category after category from scratch arrangements, showing you all the tips and tricks, plus a fun sale. Check out the DIY Facebook event. Mark yourself as going so that when Kate does updates to the event, you'll get notified. Invite your friends, make sure they watch with you, or that they're also marked as going so they get those replay.
This is our
links.
year for growth. My goal this year is to just keep providing you with inspiration and beautiful, high quality pieces and grow so we can expand our offering and not sell out so much.
This is true. We just need a little bit more space to be able to do things like that.
Yeah.
So these are the kind of designs we love to turn out and
That
create
was so
for you.
good.
Well, so fun to have you join me today. Now, tomorrow night is Tuesday night. We do live at 5 p.m. So Kate and I will do something fun tomorrow. I don't know what it will be.
It'll be a surprise
Well,
for us too.
It is based on what is showing up every day because it's newness everywhere in this store.
Lots of new.
Hope you can come visit someday. Otherwise, catch us online. We'll talk to you again tomorrow night. Bye, everybody.